Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to some more SMITE Conquest. Today we're playing a little ranked, and we're playing Discordia mid in the A to Z. Right now, for one thing, I just got out of a casual that was kind of agony, so we're playing ranked. And then also, I've been playing a lot of Discordia in general. I've been loving Discordia, so it's only fitting to actually play her in ranked where it's a little more serious, right? Where I've been playing her anyways, it doesn't feel so bad. All right, our clear is going to be a little scuffed. I probably shouldn't have pulled this to him, because he's already tanking a bit. See if I can pull this back just the tiniest bit. Yeah, a little bit scuffed on the clear. And then I'm going to be a little bit later right now because I had oh, you can do the sides if you want. That's one thing that's actually good hypothetically. If jungle does the sides a red first solo, then they can end up getting a really quick level 3. Something that's kind of nutty for jungle. Not like right now, but like off the upcoming waves. Okay, I was wondering if he was eyeing me up or not. Kind of seemed like he might be. Oh, we don't quite get the madness. That's too bad. Yeah, not too often am I planning to do A to Z in ranked, but right now, casuals are not good. I just got out of a game with a Thorns Loki jungle, so yeah. Like every once in a while, we might need a little refresher on why Mast doesn't want to play casuals. Thorns Loki jungle. And he rushed serrated. Like that's why. And it's 4 p.m., so it's not like it's early or anything. My God, man. It's not like that's my average game, but they're just so inconsistent. That is one of the worst builds I've seen in my life, so it's not like I typically am getting that. I think I'll beads this just in case. I don't think I needed to beads it. I get kind of beat up by Merc a little bit if I don't beads there, so it's a little bit safer to play it that way. Sucks, we didn't get any value out of the Shiva. Wait, did he actually go left? Maybe he didn't go left. I think we're fine here. Pop the shard, I maybe get to do something someday with it. Looks like it'll just be poke. Oh, or it won't even be poke. Thought that would hit him. Oh, I don't have the 2 yet. Nice. I held the 2 for just a second there, because like he's either going to kill Merc or he's not, and that way we can hold it, see if Merc dashes out. So for just a sliver, I held it right there. All right, so I think let's talk about the kit a little bit. Discordia passive is really simple. You don't really have to think about it. Whoever's top damage on your team, that can be yourself, gets bonus power, and that bonus power scales with level. So it's 5 power plus 2 per level for Fizz. It's 10 power plus 3 per level for Magic. Really strong early game, decent late game. Generally just overall like a pretty good passive. But early game it's a big deal, especially like right now we're giving it to Shiva. So Shiva's getting 11 power at the moment, 2 minutes in. 11 power 2 minutes in is insane. So it's way better early game, especially if it's going on a physical early game, because physicals get all that auto attack scaling. Mages don't get anywhere near as much of that. Oh! Okay, we do get a little CDR, which might make a world of difference. And it might not matter at all. I don't think it mattered at all. I think it just helped us clear. Did not expect Merc to be there. Kind of weird pathing on his part in order to be there. So I feel like he should have known that we did mids. So it's weird that he went through those mids. But we're okay. We managed. Call this insanely left or insanely late. But we're good. It would have been kind of a weird rotation anyways. So yeah, basically good on the passive, pretty simple. Discordia 1 is our main clear ability, it's our main damage ability overall. For the most part, when you're casting it, it basically works quite a bit like your typical just line ability. It's a little bit bigger than most of them, it travels fairly fast, not insanely fast, has an okay cooldown, has good damage, good scaling. But with this ability, we also have a deployable that kind of dictates how far we're throwing it. So right now I can only throw it that far if I want the deployable to go right there. So like you can throw the ability max range every time if you want and get it the whole like 55 units or however far that's going to go. Or you can throw it shorter in order to make sure that the circle pops closer to you wherever you want that to go. And the circle will pop out a bunch of stars that actually hit really hard. And not only do they hit hard, they don't nerf each other's damage. Most abilities in Smite like this, where you're having a bunch of something hitting, whether it's like ticking damage or whatever, normally they nerf each other's damage. Like I just did Dawn's one nerfs itself if you're hitting multiple. This does not. So if you actually stack a bunch of these on somebody, it is going to absolutely melt them. Otherwise, most of the time, you're going to tend to land like fairly often. You'll land 1, maybe 2. And they actually hit pretty hard. So the normal ability damage is 285 plus like 75% scaling. And then this is 60 plus 10% scaling. So hitting even one of those for base damage is really good. And then as you get later in the game, it kind of drops off, but it still tends to be pretty good. And if you can hypothetically manage to hit a bunch, if you like explode it on top of somebody, then you get absolutely disgusting damage. Try and avoid that. Can you not be annoying? Like, I'm going to do a little this if you're going to be annoying. If you're going to be all disrespectful. All right, let me just kite this around real quick. Hang on. Let me pull it over to mids. Since Athena wants to do those anyways. Come here. Come on, thank you. So, yeah, I think we're basically good with the one. The only other thing is the one can go through walls. It can only go through where the deployable will go through, which I'll try and show in a second if I can. But basically, you got to make sure that the entire one is reaching through the wall. Damn, she did not get taunted for long at all there. So, yeah, I'll see if I get the opportunity to show it soon. Make sure that Heim's chilling there. Are these actually up? Can we just do these? Shiva? Oh, there's one up. Is that why he didn't want to do it? Doesn't want to waste his time on just one of them. Oh, she ate it. I mean, I ate it too, but she ate it. All right, do we get Merc ulted or anything? I don't quite kill her with ult here. I'm so tempted to try and force a trade. If we get Merc ulted, we should be fine. I'm content with playing it. Yeah, I'm not going to ult this. We don't have enough damage. Not worth it. Yeah, let me go ahead and show the one. So right here, we can go through the wall. We can't go through the wall. We can go through the wall. We can't go through the wall. So like, depending on how you're aiming it and depending on how close to the wall you are and how thick it is and everything, you can maybe go all the way through or you maybe can't. And it just kind of depends. Oh, this is a very split fight, unfortunately. He did spread it to Merc. He did spread it to Merc. That was incredibly troll. That absolutely should not have been a kill with the way that went. I wanted to go on Geb because Athena was setting up for that. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Finally get a go in there. It makes me look a lot better that I get the triple kill. It really wasn't that much me. It was just somewhat me. I just made sure to not int too hard early on. All right, Merc should have ult, so I'm gonna do a little this, but we're not gonna go all the way into lane. And we'll back right here. So yeah, I think we're good with one, right? I think we should be content with that. So we can talk about the two a little bit. The two for Discordia, in its normal form is damage. It's not insane damage, but it's pretty good damage. It does 240 basing at 60% scaling. Seems about right. And then it roots. So if you're landing it on a single god, it'll root them for a second. And so pretty normally, you'll be trying to land the two and then land the one. It makes it a little bit easier to land the one. And especially ideally one way, like I talked about trying to land the deployable, hypothetically where like the stars burst out on top of somebody so they eat a bunch of them. Like hypothetically something like a root can help with that where like, okay, now they're rooted in place. I throw the one where they're rooted and then it can maybe blow up on them. The timing doesn't really work out for that. The root doesn't last long enough. But in general, just stuff like that to at least give yourself, at least make it more reliable, right? Where you're going to get more stars, even if they're actually moving out of it or whatever. But if you have multiple gods, then you actually, it turns into madness instead of a root. And madness is like a taunt where enemies are taunted into each other. So they do a little bit of damage to each other. And then because they're taunted into each other, they're forced to auto attack each other. So they can't use stuff like jumps to get out of the CC because they're CC'd into autoing, stuff like that. So way stronger CC. Technically, because somebody might comment it, you can like madness minions and stuff. It doesn't matter. If you're hitting a single god, you get a root. If you're hitting multiple gods, you get madness. Oh, he's just out of range. That sucks. I'm gonna try and get a little cheeky bounce. No, he pads around. Yeah, if we were able, because he was hiding back there. If we were able to get that little bit, it would have been something. It would have been nice. So I figured we'd try it. We able to do this? Or we dipping? Yeah, it's still in mid. We can try and force it. It's kind of greedy, though. Use our 3 here for a little bit of cooldown. Yeah, hopefully Shiva will tank it. I can tank it if I have to later. They're being really slow to go on this. There we go. Okay, just free gold. I mean, maybe they go for us here, but like mostly free gold. I'll actually try and body block Merc Dash if he goes for Shiva. It looks like he went left, though. Yeah, don't know why they didn't rotate to that. I feel like it was really obvious we do gold there. Or at least obvious that we could like attempt it and that they should try and check. Kind of funky. So yeah, I think that explains the two. By the way, crazy immunity frames on Discordia 3. It's so easy for stuff like that. If we can just intentionally time it to get through things, getting through Geb Shockwave right there. Not that it didn't matter that much right there, but just in general, definitely something to look for with it. It's really strong for that. One of the best immunity frame jumps in the game, which is good because it doesn't have a ton of range. Which, speaking of which, I think we'll start talking about the 3. I want to get a little bit more farm and get level 12. Be a tiny bit greedy if I can. Because I don't really want to back quite yet. Like, we basically have our rod money, but I'd like to get level 12 too with my back. Okay, he's being a little bit troll, so I'm not gonna dumpster him. But I maybe could have dumpstered him right there. I don't want to one-shot him if he's memeing. Uh-oh, Shiva might not be good here. Yeah, we'll try and get over to this. I really need to back too. It's not great. Oh, that was not what you like to see. It is kind of one thing that I actually did forget to bring up. The hitbox on the 2 for Discordia is actually really weird. It's not very deep. Should be okay. We get the madness. We get to kill Geb off that. Yeah, I actually played that really well. Not to toot my own horn. Be murdered. Not quite murdered. Oh, and the taunt does it. There we go. Yeah, I thought I could play that a little cheeky right there. And I mostly could. All right, let me just get this wave and we'll dip. Still, I don't try it. I don't have cooldowns. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So yeah, the other thing with the 2 is that it's very wide. It's not very deep, which can make it really tricky when people are moving towards you or away from you. It can make it really tricky to actually aim it the way that you want. See, probably just going straight up. This is gonna be Book of Thoth. I know I clicked on Book of Thoth. It's gonna be Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver really good because it pops on the stars on R1. It's disgusting, man. It's so easy to get just casual little procs where, oh, I eat a star. The star doesn't do that much damage. The star procs entire Soul Reaver. Does a ton of damage. Does so much more. Who are you? Why are you DMing me? Why? Huh? Why? You in this game? You're not in this game. Would have pulled a god up if you were in the game. Is this the real... Why? Why are you DMing me right now? I'm not streaming or anything. It's so random. I don't understand. Anyways, hang on. You want to do a little green buff? She didn't, but we're doing it. Hopefully no proxy. Good, no proxy. All right, let's actually talk about the 3 a little bit. I'm trying to not get too terribly distracted since it's ranked, but we should probably just talk about the 3. Oh my, what is that? She like 3 through the wall and then dipped. She was like looking for it and then regretted it. And just kind of dipped on out, I don't know. So the 3 for Discordia, not a very long range jump. But you do get really good immunity frames like I brought up, and you get an invis cloud, and you get movement speed inside of that invis cloud. And that's really just kind of the base level of it. So I'm not going to show it right now because just casually using my jump kind of a little bit dumb. But let's see, do I have it on Instacast? Yeah, so I can't even highlight it. This guy's really dead, I think, if he's down. Yeah, he's pretty dead. he's pretty dead. I was hoping that we'd get the Shiva rotation so I didn't have to ult him. But I kind of had to go for the ult there. Go for a little damage on the man. By the way, not too often you can rely on the madness. Believe it or not, casually landing a CC ability off of cooldown on multiple people, not something you can rely on. Normally we're not going to bother trying. Just out of range. And we'll just go for the casual route. Uh-oh. Well, he's dead. Yeah, that was a little greedy. That was a Geb and it was a Geb under tower. I don't know about that one. Yeah. I got relics. I'm chilling. I'm a dip. We'll go by just a little bit. I don't have ult, though. I'd really rather not. I'm gonna back. Athena's looking for plays. I am really not. So along with all that stuff, I'll go ahead and 3 out of base here. For a little... Yeah, so we've got the Invis Cloud. We're a little bit faster in this. As we level it up, we get faster, too. But it's not a very big cloud. But then also inside of that cloud, we get cooldown reduction on our 1 and our 2. And that cooldown reduction scales really hard from leveling this. So it starts at just half a second at rank 1, and that's half a second every half second. So not a ton, like it's some, but normally you're not particularly playing around it. It's not enough to be really significant and actually get you like big resets. It's just a little bit of something. But it gets all the way up to 1.5 seconds every half second, which is huge. Like that's going to give you at least 1 set of cooldowns back normally when you're using it. So that's pretty nutty. And really strong to play around as you get later in the game and you get it leveled up. But normally not going to be a good idea to actually level it before your 2 or your 1, because while the cooldown is really nice, just doing reliable burst is more important. And you do have to sit back in the 3 to get those cooldown resets. It's a little too gimmicky. It's not as reliable as just simply do a ton of damage with the 2 and the 1. Like remember how hard I just deleted Surtur when I rotated on him? Would have been a lot harder if we're putting points in the 3, right? And like normally in Smite, you're going for burst over sustained damage, especially on mages. All right, I should try and actually back for Soul Reaver soon if I get the chance. That'll be a big damage boost. Surprised that Vamana is still doing top damage, considering how much damage I'm actually doing. But I guess like we're not getting crazy poke. We're just getting a decent bit of poke. All right, hopefully Athena will chill. Yeah, I just want my red XP. it's really the big thing. Shiva is going over to it anyways. I want to make sure I get it. All right, let me do wave and then we can head back. Yeah, that pretty much does it for the 3. Oh? Oh? Did get to game in a bit right there. I did not need to beads that. That was such a waste of beads. Even if I get Scylla ulted, it's honestly okay. Because I should still just be worried. Oop, that was a misclick. Yeah, that was a waste. Kind of bad on my part. Would love to get to this. Oh, I didn't hit the 2. That sucks. Yeah, so often it's a little bit tough to actually get. Uh-oh. Rama rotation, huh? We'll back it up only a little, but I still want my wave. Like, he shouldn't get a run at me here. It's really weird that he's trying to run at me here. Like, he shouldn't get to do this at all. They shouldn't get to do fire either. And they're not trying. That was so funky on their part. All right, we'll go get Soul Reaper. Yeah, I don't know. They're expecting, like, big things to happen here, and I don't know why. See, I think we're going to go Mirrodin. Now, let me go this. Let's go Magus. We will probably go Mirrodin. Mirrodin's actually pretty solid on Discordia. In general, I don't think it's an insane item right now. We could also go Soul Gem. It's not insane at the moment as an item, but out of any god, like naturally, we're just kind of chucking ult and then the ult does a bunch of damage, so it's pretty easy to get value out of that. So the final thing to talk about for Discordia is the ultimate. The ultimate is a little bit funky. I don't know how perfectly I can describe it, but for the most part, we're throwing none of that. For the most part, we're throwing this apple really far. It'll bounce off of walls. It'll go through minions, do damage to minions, and it'll stop on the first god that it hits. And it does some initial damage, not an insane amount. Let's go ahead and use our 3 here for a little bit of cooldown. Yeah, he looking for it? Nice, good stuff, guys. Yeah, making sure that he's not capable of sniping that is always good right there. We can just wait it out and then finish it. But the first person that it hits, they'll take that initial hit damage. That's going to go to only them. And then it'll explode on them. And that explosion does a lot more damage. And it's an AoE explosion. And then that AoE explosion will basically spread the apple hit to them. So that they'll take damage on the AoE explosion. And then they'll take another hit of damage afterwards. And that doesn't keep spreading. It doesn't just keep going over and over again like Circuit ult, but it'll do it the one time potentially. So like that earlier fight where we hit Geb with an apple, I think is what happened. And then it spread to Merc, right? Something like that. That exact fight, that's something that you can potentially do with the ultimate. Normally, you're not particularly going to put thought into it because normally it's their own positioning that'll troll them. Like hypothetically, if people are super grouped, you'll be more likely to get that splash damage. But mostly it's about how they react to it. We're not going to get here in time. Yeah, we just hit the Geb. A little too far back to do a ton there. Still decent damage. You try it? Just dips. just walks on back. Yeah, like I got relics. I had my 3. I got everything, man. I am chilling there. Well, they're ready for it. Yeah, you want to run on Mac? I don't want to really go through this. There we go now. Oh, I missed. Damn it, man. I mean, kind of trying to force a really bad fight there, Athena. I don't know. Like, just dip. Just, it's not worth it, man. Like, best case, that's a 2v2 that we're diving tower for. Okay, this guy's into a little bit. Are you kidding? He got so lucky there. You've got to be kidding me, man. Oh, well, he has absurd crit in this build. Maybe not. I just, you know, naturally I did not assume he would crit every single auto there. He crit on his 1 and 2 straight autos, and it did, like, just enough. So, yeah, I thought we just one-shot him with the 1. We also didn't quite one-shot him with the 1. So, yeah, unfortunate, man. I wish we never got in that fight to begin with. That was a pretty scuffed fight to be forcing there. Like, it's good to go for this pressure around red, but when we're diving that deep for it, it's not gonna work out. We need more people or for them to be closer, like something that makes it a little juicier. So, yeah, I think we're good with the kit, right? I think hopefully the ult explanation made sense. I guess the other thing to keep in mind is it cripples and it intoxicates, right? Yeah, cripple and intoxicates for the person that you hit, and then when it spreads, it'll do that to them as well. So potentially useful for that. Like, definitely the main thing that you're going to think about CC-wise is absolutely going to be the cripple fairly often. Maybe not, like, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 20% of ults, maybe a little more. I'm actually specifically thinking like it'll be good to get a cripple here. It'll be impactful to use this at a point where we're actually trying to cripple something. And then another thing to keep in mind is your CC immune for the entire cast time. Okay, he's just gonna dash on out. That's fine. We'll go do red buff. Yeah, look at those. So I proc Soul Reaver on Geb on the star, like I was talking about. It did more than the star. This did 40, this did 60. And of course, that's Geb who's mitigating a lot. So like that's, it's pretty good for damage, man. As we get late into team fights and those like spread around a little bit, just kind of splash their entire team sometimes, it can be really nice. Okay, we're not super grouped. Yeah, can we get like any vision right now? Because this kind of sucks. Like, we don't know where anybody is. Would be good. I have both awards. Alright, we're not going to have great secure for this. We got good enough secure, though. Do a little bombing. Get that bomb in there, Shiva. Yeah, a little scuffed. Oh. Okay, I'm going to assume he's dead. Oh, that's huge damage. It sucks he got knocked away. Nice, and we had that on Rama. He can't even Aegis that either. That's so gross. Okay, this guy should die. Nice, got it off in time. Yeah, kind of dirty with the Discordia, right? I'm playing her. I'm telling you, boys. Kind of dirty with it. All right, I think we could try. I think we can try fire, because Heim's healthy enough. We do have to watch out for Scylla for sure. We do definitely have to watch out for Scylla. We'll get big 3 resets here too. Yeah, so hopefully somebody will do a good job of zoning her because she has better secure than I have. Yeah, so we're going to get those cooldown resets a little bit. Not getting a ton right now. I don't have a ton of cooldown because I don't have Pendulum finished. So right now I'm just sitting on 20% and it shows. Yeah, I had to play a little spooked right there. Was kind of dying to FG, wasn't sure where Scylla was, but we get away with it. Ended up kind of getting good secure. If she threw a 2 in there, she absolutely could have had a chance at it. Yeah, it's tricky. Discordia secure is not the best to begin with. We do actually have pretty good DPS with the 3 for objectives, but we don't have great secure. Because the 2 and the 1 aren't like instantly together, and they don't hit super hard or anything. Like a lot of their damage is kind of spread out, so you don't get that one giant chunk like a Ralt or something that'll really secure things reliably. Or even like a Scylla Crush. Alright, Merc is kind of splitting right now. So hopefully Vamana will go to that. Did not expect him to just straight up blink on me. Good Athena ult though. Yeah, didn't think he even had blink. Kind of random. normally not used to seeing blink on Surtur. But we only burned ult there. It's not a big deal. Bing! Yet again, I'm just kind of memeing on him. I keep 3-ing through his stuff. Yo, Shiva is in there. Mess them up. Yeah, so that's where the madness gets pretty nutty, right? Is I just kind of deleted their team real quick. They just sort of die off of that. It's so gross. Like, not only is it hitting hard, but we're CCing just a ton of people. Oh, almost reached. Like, so much CC value right there. And you will like madness just everybody getting hit. Yeah, I think that's okay. I mean, he's just dipping, man. We can just push this. See, there's that bomb. All right, probably do left if they're down. Like, left is already kind of low. We need people for it, though. Like, they're not spawned yet, so if they want to do it. Yeah? And then I'm going to dip a little bit because they're going to be running at me. And then you better stop. He stopped. Okay, they might look for this, though. Yeah, we dipping. We dipping, we good? Uh-oh. Get the stars in there. Yeah, I was pretty out of position. She gonna be dead? Yeah. Just get out. Yeah, that was like, we can do the tower. We can't just straight up be there, though. Damn, I thought that might be on me. Oh, I didn't get the ult on him. I got it on Rama. Oh, and then he hinted. Okay. Don't know why he thought he should go there. I think we can fight this guy because of the cooldown. Yeah, he just got sort of murdered. Oh, I didn't need to Aegis that. Are you kidding me? Really? That's crazy. That I don't understand how he lived there. Oh, I get him. Oh, he got so game done. Bro, these fights are so scuffed. How does he not die there? I guess that's, I thought he would die. Although actually, did I hit him when he landed anyways? The Surtur? I genuinely don't understand how he lived. That's crazy to me. Like, what is Heim? Oh, Heim's building crit on Heim. Oh. Well, that's probably why I'm so used to Heim's building at least like power pen. He's got like no pen. I think he's trolling himself a little bit. Heim gets so little value out of crit. Like, crit's really broken, don't get me wrong, but Heim, like, specifically is programmed to not be good with crit. They specifically nerf it so hard on him, since his autos are so fat to begin with. Alright, so with the way this game's going, this is feeling very much like a hyper carry game. Probably want to go Soul Gem. Soul Gem's got some potentially insane value where if we're getting a lot of abilities off over and over again, even with the recent nerf where we don't heal ourselves as much anymore, because it used to scale a lot with power where you could get bigger heals than I can now. They're still okay heals, but it used to be better. And the damage got nerfed too. Like the item overall is just worse than it used to be. We get so many abilities off in these fights with Discordia that we're gonna get a lot of Soul Gem procs. And it'll cap off our cooldown too. So it should be a good plan. God, that sucks the fight went that way, man. I actually feel like I got so much done there. Are we forcing this? I don't have Soul Gem for it, but like, that's fine. Yeah, I think we just get to do this if they're down. Like, they might rotate, but we can at least start it up a bit. Yeah, hopefully we get some sort of zone for Scylla, assuming she actually gets in here at all. Okay. Little Surtur ult out, that's fine. Geb? Oh! Yeah, that's a little bad on my part. This whole fight's a little bad on my part. This should... Oh my... Yo, I scuffed this so hard. How did that not go through the wall? We're kind of getting away with it, though. I choked that entire fight, man. It's okay. It's like the only thing I've choked. Yeah? Eh. Alright, can we push? Hopefully actually gonna do a little damage to this thing. It's a little greedy, we gotta be careful with it. I gotta play a little bit back from some of this. There we go. That doesn't... What did she do? Did she 3 out? I don't have cooldowns. That pulled him. That's so unfortunate. He did. Okay, whatever. Please. Thank you. No, you're gonna do the thing again, Rama. You gotta stop. I think the first time he didn't mean to, but like, it's just gonna... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's just gonna kill you, man. Oh, be dead. Come on. Get a big Aegis out of this. Get some cooldowns off. Should definitely go mid here. Yeah, so troll, man. Obviously, it's just unlucky. It's not like it's Shiva's fault, but the fact that the one or whatever pulled Merc out of my kill, so awkward. Yeah, if we can actually group and push stuff, that'd be great. Keep trying to poke out the Scylla where I can. Yeah, Vamana's like kind of doing his own thing. If we get the ADC in here, we're fine. I'm not really trying to commit too early since I don't hit it that hard. Try and ult the Merc ult here if I can. Or 3 it. Man, fine. Wasn't really trying to hit him. I was trying to make sure that we killed Surtur, but whatever. Hang on, we'll get back in here. Stop 3ing out of everything. Tell me he dies. Tell me he dies. There we go. Ooh. Let's go, Athena. Let's go, Athena. Can I have my 1 now? That sucks. Just so close to getting my 1 off and killing Geb there too. Given we probably don't need to kill Geb. We probably win here. Because we're going to get minions in. Yeah, we don't have to worry about Geb. He's not going to be able to do much here. Yeah? I'm not even going to hit him with it. The disrespect. There we go. GG, man. Yeah, Discordia can put in some work. She can put in so much work, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and top damage by the end. We're getting our own passive. I'm going to assume it wasn't really by the end. It was more like by 15 minutes, but yeah, when we get our own passive, that can help too. If you're able to carry with her, the fact that you can give yourself that extra 70 power is really nice. And she is somebody where, she's kind of funky. Her scaling doesn't stand out a ton on just like a single 1 or a single 2, but with your overall combos, it definitely contributes a lot. Yeah, a little 39K. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down.